with Samaya Shabazz. Oh my goodness. I just want to say, how you doing? What's going on? Assalamu alaikum. I love my brothers and sisters, and I have glasses on. This is gonna be a tough one today. It's something that I had to look within inside of myself and imagine it in my brain. Um, Forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness. Oh, the brain went over. Let me just go ahead and throw that one over this way and say, forget it. Well, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm just on here fixing myself, talking to y'all. But hey, I'm finna get personal because I finna get all up in your business with forgiveness. And so let me tell you this. Forgiveness is a hard thing to do. It really is. It's a hard thing to do.
Yes,
I
it
had to go
is.
deep, 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 deep,
It
deep inside
is.
because I'm trying to clear out everything. The more I clear out everything, I see my God. I do. I want to be the most highest person that I can be. So I had to go in and forgive. And I had to imagine it in my brain of forgiving the person that hurt me, that did something to me, starting with my childhood. Yes, I did. And I had to go do it. I had to get inside myself and just really do it. Um, it's not easy. I had to cry. I did it all. And I feel so much better because unforgiveness, it makes you sick. It really does. It'll make you physically sick. You'll have headaches, not forgiving, stomach aches, not forgiving, um, strokes, not forgiving, cancer, not forgiving. And you got to go all the way back through your childhood. And I know you don't want to forgive. You do not want to forgive people done hurt you. No. That little girl that pulled my ponytail, and I had to beat her down. Still was mad at her all these years. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God. The white girl, the little white little devil, called me a nigger. And I had to beat her down. Still was mad at her. Oh my God. I had to forgive. I had to put everybody in my brain. Imagine it. Imagination you know what? It's just you. It's you have to do the forgiveness. People run around here saying that they want to be like Christ. You ain't like nobody's Christ if you can't forgive. You have to be, you have to forgive. Believing in God. You want God to forgive the people that done something to you. You got to forgive. You that God that has to forgive so you can forgive yourself for sometimes you don't even do anything wrong and somebody picks with you, but you got to remember, and everybody know this, hurt people. So you got to forgive. You really do. You have to forgive. We hold on to grudges. Some of us hold on to grudges until we are buried. We hold on to on grudges, not knowing it causes overeating. It causes let me get so drunk I'm just gonna pass out because that MF made me mad. We have to forgive. Pretty sure before we came over here, seriously, I'm pretty sure before we came over here, we wasn't like the way we are. Because Caucasian, when we came over here in slavery, they raped us. These are ancestors. They raped us. They slapped us around, beat us, hung us. Uh, they did the most. They disgraded us. They hum- humiliated us. Yes, they did. Uh, disrespect us, dishonored us, stepped on us, spit on us, kicked us, whatever you could think of to take us to the lowest, to the lowest. We was like gum under their feet. Every time they pick up their feet, we was sticking underneath their feet. That's what we were. You have to forgive for yourself. I know you done heard this from many a people. Not forgiving a person, it will destroy you inside. Just like they say, it's like thinking that something's going to happen to the person that did something wrong with you, did something wrong to you, or hurt you. It's like drinking a glass of poison. That's what it is. You drinking a glass of poison and think it's going to hurt them. No. You're drinking a glass of poison when you don't forgive, because all that stuff, you bottling it and suppressing that down inside of your system, and it causes a lot of problems, health problems. And you don't want that. You really don't. Whoo, Lord, it's so hard to forgive people, though. Oh my God, it's so hard to forgive people. But I went all the way back to my childhood from up to now and forgave everybody that I felt that hurt me or did me wrong. And you have to do it if you want to see that God in you. We got to be resurrected. We do. This is what in the Bible where it talks about Jesus being resurrected. You have to. You're gonna have to forgive because it's killing you slowly. You done drunk that poison. And that poison came from that individual person. That's energy of that person that did something wrong with you came inside of you. And you took that poison. You drunk their poison because they did something wrong to you. Let me tell you, when you get to know who God is really is, you will pass on poison. You really will. This I know. I have tested it. I have tested and it works for me. We have, I know people been molested. We have been molested. We have been raped. You know, we have been left at the altar. We have been disrespected from our best friend, our good friend. We've been talked about behind the back, and when you get all of that, that what hearing through the grapevine, and you have this feeling that this person is saying this and stuff about you, you get a feeling with inside of you, and you don't say nothing, and you just hold it, and then you have a grudge. You're not happy. You know what? If you really, if people really doesn't bother you, you would be able to say, "Hey, how you doing?" and keep on moving. I'm not asking you to be nobody's friend. You don't have to be their friend and go out to have. Let's go out and have a drink. No, when somebody hurts you, you no, you don't have to do all that. You really don't. You can forgive them, and once you forgive them, When next time you see me, hey, keep on moving. Because you know what? When you forgive, you don't have nothing else to say about them because they don't exist in your brain anymore. They don't exist in your soul anymore. You the only person that allow people to exist in your soul. And how you forgive is you got to go in. Ooh, this was so hard for me. How you forgive, you got to go into your imagination, your brain, your mind, your soul, and imagine it in your head. If you have to cry and say, I forgive you for whatever you was going through, because you probably don't even want to walk in their shoes, really. You really probably don't even want to walk in their shoes. And I know a whole lot of people that I would never want to walk in their shoes of hearing their story. No, 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 no. And a double no. I wouldn't want to walk in their shoes. If they want to keep on cheating, lying, because all they gonna do is just keep on until they end up killing themselves or doing something that gonna get to the wrong person. Somebody gonna kill them, or they gonna get the same thing that they done to you, but it's gonna come back to them double. A lot of people don't believe in karma, but karma exists. You can say you don't believe in karma if you don't want to. Keep living. You'll find your karma. You hear? I remember this brother used to be down the street from where I stayed when I was young and taking everybody's money playing that 3-car poly, and he just about 60 for 21 years old. And I playing this game. For one thing, I should have been playing that game. So I put myself in that position. So it happened. He took my $60, and I heard that he took a whole lot of other people money. Later, through the years, when I got a little older, I think I was in my 40s or something, somebody had hit him while he was walking down the street. There's something wrong with his car and hit him, and head rolling down the street. Yes, karma do come back on you. So you don't have to worry about that person that hurt you or did you wrong, or you could be the person that hurt and did somebody wrong. Expect for your karma. You don't get away with it. You get it on this life. This is the only life that you know. You did it on this life, did it on this earth. When you was right here, right now, you did it on this earth. So you gonna get it on this earth. Everything that you put out. Don't think that nobody gets away with murder. Don't think nobody gets away with lying and cheating. Don't think nobody gets away with abandoning you as a child. Don't think nobody gets away with it. You have not walked their shoes and you don't know what they're going through. And it may look like they having a good time in the bar. But let me tell you something. You don't get away with it. It's you just don't. Do unto others if you have them do unto you. That is said for a reason. Okay? There is so many scriptures in the Bible that you have to forgive. I know it's hard, my people. I know it's hard. And we done went through this. It was probably in our grandparents' DNA because they didn't know how God was beaten out of them. Just gonna say that. The God was beaten out of our ancestors when we came over here to America. It was beaten out of us. I tell you, forgiveness is hard when somebody have done you wrong. I'm gonna say hurt people, and that's all it is to it. Hurt people, because they have been hurt. They probably been molested. They probably have been raped. Uh, it's no fun. Again, I'm gonna say, take your imagination, go inside your brain, put yourself in a room by yourself and say, I forgive, and call out their name and say, I forgive them. And mean it. You got to forgive every piece of thing they did to you. Everything. Forgive your parents for not being there for you when you was playing baseball or kickball or basketball, running track. You got to forgive that. You got to forgive it. You got to go all the way back. And you wonder why people be drinking and telling their story. You know what? Nobody never liked me. They never they drinking, trying to forget because they feel somebody done hurt them and poisoned them. And half of the time, people with kids do kids things because they wasn't taught by two parents that had structure in the family. I had both parents there. One was probably working, and or if you come from a single, you've been left home by yourself. You got to forgive that parent for doing that. They was only doing what they know to survive. Our black families have been separated. Separated. We learned that stuff in slavery days. They took the kid and took him over here, gave this man to have sex with this woman and this woman, and it's almost still in our. It's in our DNA. It is in our DNA. Whew, I hate getting like this, but I'm just being real. I had made 3 videos, and I was humble. But I just gonna have I just got to tell the truth. Y'all, we got to forgive each other. We do. Now I'm gonna humble myself. We have to forgive each other. I'm passionate about what I'm saying. We have to come together. We can't be under this American running us anymore. This nation that everything is okay. Everything is not okay. We need laws. We need people, black people, to come in our Afro descendant nation and help us make laws. Help us come in the house. We got house senators. We got senators. We need Afro descendant people that are tired of this jealousy, envy, and people don't work on themselves. You have to work on yourself. If you are tired of of this craziness that's around you and you think the world is going to hell, guess what? It is. Because the Afro descendants is not going to hell. We are trying to work our way to stay in heaven. And that's a state of mind. And you're going to find out when you go all the way back to your childhood and look at what your parents went through and what their grandparents went through and so on and so forth. You're going to find out that you are that God that's now is going to be need to be resurrected. That Christ. I know it's hard to believe, but that white man wasn't going to tell us that. He wasn't going to tell her who we are. They had the Jesus ship coming up. Know who they was carrying on that. They know who they had. They stole all our knowledge. They did. We pyramids. They still haven't figured that one out. I even had to forgive them. The car the Caucasian, the devils. I had to say, okay, I forgive them because they who they are. That took me about 10 years to do. I've been trying to forgive them for a long time. Thinking about what they did to our ancestors. But I had to forgive. You know why I had to forgive? Because I want to build a righteous nation. I want this nation to be righteous. I want people to come in and not have no jealousy and envy in them around people like that. And I know a whole lot of y'all don't want to be a people like that. You want to be like people that have the same type of mind that you are. Join the Afro Descendant Nation. Please, please, brothers and sisters, my goddess, vote. Call this number on every video that I've been doing. Call this number 1-877-506-2184. Dial that number right there. What's there? It's right there. Dial that number and vote. Afro Descendant Nation. We are Afro Descendant Nation. We are now considered to be Afro descendants. And that came from Silas Muhammad and Mashaki Muhammad going to the UN and getting that changed. Join the Afro Descendant Nation and dial that number to vote for reparation. That number that there, text that reparation there and dial it. Please forgive the people that hurt you because you're going to continue to be sickly. You'll be surprised when you forgive what happens. But you got to imagine it. You the only person who can do that. You got to imagine it. I'm gonna tell you that one more time before I get off. Imagination goes a long ways. That's why they say don't waste your brain. A terrible mind. What is it? A terrible mind is something to waste. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, I love my brothers and sisters. I do. I love my brothers and sisters. And I just want to say, Assalamu alaikum. That means peace be within you always. And when you forgive, you have peace. I am Sophia Shabazz with the Afro Descendant Nation. I am a senator. Thank you so very much. I love you. Mwah. I can't believe that I be tripping sometimes.